What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another video, and today is just a little update video on a few more animations that I've made for my video game or future video game object shooter, which is the working name. I'm not sure if this is going to be the official end game name, as I said in my full concept video, which, by the way, you should go check that out if you haven't already. Now today we have 5 new animations, and 2 of them are community suggested weapons that I've put into animations. So those guys will be in the description. They'll be linked, their channels, whatever. They'll be credited, and they'll also be credited once the animation actually shows up. But yeah, let's get into the first animation. Now, that one was of a tripod, so the idea here is that it's like an LMG. The tripod legs are basically what are meant to be the magazines, so as it's spinning, it's shooting, so that's what that quick little spinning was the end of your magazine, essentially, and so it's being fed in from those tripod legs. That's the basic concept of it. So within the animation, it's spinning, which is the end of it, like I just said. And then once you've done that, you take it off and then reload it, basically, which is just a basic reload animation, which is what most of my animations have been. Alright, now this one is a toaster. Now, this one is obviously thrown. This one is a Molotov toaster. That's what I'm going with here. And so, normally, with the Molotov cocktail in video games, you have a lighter, and then you light up, like, a piece of paper or something that's in the cocktail itself, and then you throw it, and then, obviously, there's the fire. So the concept of this one is, instead of fire, it's electricity. Since we all know the toaster in a bathtub kind of stereotype, I thought, why not have a cup of water that you dip a wire that's fed into one of the toaster ports, and when that's thrown, it hits the ground, and then there's meant to be sparks on the ground. I couldn't really find anything good, and since I'm using a old Blender version, I couldn't figure out how to add visual effects or anything, which is unfortunately a problem. But I can still use some filters and whatnot. Now, those last 2 were concepts that I made myself, and were not community or anything. But these next 2 are going to be from, I think, 2 separate people, so I'll have their usernames on and their comment on for their suggestion. Now, that one is from Grout Enjoyer. Like I said, he'll be credited in the description, and obviously you saw the comment there. Now, his comment actually had a few suggestions that he gave, so I definitely thanked him for that. And a couple of those will actually be future animations or future things that I make and then make them into animations. So that's a little preview for those that have watched this far. But the hose as a flamethrower, I actually really liked that idea. I thought that just made the most sense. Now, it's more thinking the water thrower as the idea would be really cool. I could change it to be a flamethrower instead of just basically a hose. But if I do keep it as a quote-unquote water thrower, it would do, like, water damage over time instead of fire damage over time. That would be similar with the Molotov toaster, how it would be electric damage or spark damage or something over time. Now, this one was suggested by It's Lols, who commented on my short that I made. I made a YouTube short for the in-depth concept, just to see if I could drive some traction to the actual one, which, as you probably saw in the comment, was how Grout Enjoyer got to my full concept video. But this one was one of those brick phones from the 80s. So basically one of the first cell phones to ever exist, which I was actually kind of thinking of. So I took a little bit of time to figure out what the actual animation was going to be, because I wasn't sure how I would have it. He did say the antenna could be used as the silencer, which I thought would be kind of cool. But I decided to just use it as the barrel. I couldn't really make the model as I necessarily wanted it. I kind of rushed it a little, because on the day that I was making it, I kind of had to be quick to finish it all up, because I don't have anything that can run Blender except for that desktop, and I was going on a vacation up to my trailer basically for like a whole week, so I can't exactly bring anything up that's desktop computer, so I couldn't make any Blender animations, so I kind of rushed it so that I could have a rough idea of it. So I might update this one in the future, but let's move on to the next one, or last one, I guess. These are, once again, something that I made myself, the concept itself, the Bimtendo Switchblades. So basically, it's Switchblades, but they're the Switch controllers, so I kind of just made it look kind of knockoff Switch controllers. And obviously I use my fake Nintendo name, Bimtendo. That's the company I've used for a couple different products that are meant to be Nintendo products, because some of the products, a lot of people kind of grew up with, like the DS. I made the Bimtendo, I think I called it the Bimtendo TS. But yeah, that's kind of the running company of all of these kind of video game oriented weapons. But yeah, there you go. That's all of the concepts and animations I've made within the last few weeks. If you want some of your ideas to be made in the future, put them down below in the comments. Put them in the comments of the concept video, or put them in the comments of the short. I probably will have a short of this video itself, so if you've seen that, or if you're going to that, comment down below on that. And I guess like, subscribe, follow the socials, and join the Discord. Those are in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.